Life doesn't break you in the big moments. It wears you down in the quiet days when you're alone and no one is watching, when there's no audience, no praise, no external pressure pushing you forward. That's when your true self comes out. That's when you discover who you really are. Think about it. Anyone can work hard when everyone's watching. Anyone can stay disciplined when there's a team counting on you. Anyone can push through difficulty when people are cheering you on. But what happens when no one's there? When you're alone at 6 a.m. deciding get up and work or stay comfortable in bed? When only you know if you kept your promise or broke it? That's the real test where most people fail, not in big dramatic moments, but in small, invisible choices when no one is watching. This video is for those who walk alone, for those who have no one pushing them from behind, for those who must pull themselves out of the mud every single day without help, for those who are tired of motivational speeches that make them feel good for 10 minutes but change nothing. The 12 secrets I'm sharing today won't make you feel better. They won't give you temporary comfort or easy answers. What they will do is help you survive when you have to fight your battles alone for a long, long time. This is Fluent English with Radio. And what I'm going to share aren't theories. These are proven strategies that work when you're on your own, facing your weaknesses with no one to step in and save you. If you're ready to win without anyone cheering, keep watching. 1. Beat the sun up. Most people lose the battle before breakfast. They hand over their best hours to sleep, to comfort, to the warm embrace of doing nothing. Then they wonder why they feel like they're always behind, always chasing, never catching up. When you wake up at 5 a.m., you're not just waking up early. You're entering a different state of mind, a state where your brain hasn't been taken over by other people's demands yet. The early morning is yours and yours alone. No emails flooding in demanding your immediate response. No phone calls from people who need something from you. No coworkers asking for favors. No social media notifications pulling your attention in 1,000 directions. It's just you and the silence. This silence is pure gold. Your mind is fresh, recovered from sleep. Your energy is full, not yet drained by the day's demands. Your focus is sharp, not yet scattered by distractions. This is when you can think your deepest thoughts and do your most important work without interruption. Most people waste this golden time sleeping while the world passes them by. They wake up late, rush through their morning, check their phone immediately, and spend the entire day reacting to other people's needs. They give every minute to their job, their boss, their family, their friends, everyone except themselves. Then they wonder why they never make progress on what matters to them. Don't wake up early to show off on social media or prove something to strangers. Wake up early to steal the silence and work on your dreams before the world wakes up and tries to pull you into theirs. When you consistently beat the sun up, something deep changes inside you. You start to feel like you control your day instead of your day controlling you. While everyone else sleeps comfortably, you're working. While they're dreaming, you're doing. While they're resting, you're building. There's also something spiritual about those early hours. The world feels different, quieter, cleaner, more full of possibility. It's like you have access to a secret time that most people don't even know exists. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Win that hour with focused work on something important, and you have momentum carrying you forward. Lose it to social media or sleeping late, and you're playing catch-up all day long, always one step behind where you need to be. Remember, you either own your morning or your morning owns you. 2. Visualize your hell. Everyone tells you to dream big. Visualize your success, see yourself winning, or picture the mansion, the car, the perfect life. But this is what they don't tell you. Positive visualization often doesn't work. You know why? Because success feels too far away, too unrealistic. It's like a fantasy. But failure? Failure feels real. Failure is close enough to touch. Stop dreaming about paradise. Stop imagining the perfect version of your future where everything is beautiful and easy. Stop watching those motivational videos that show you mansions and sports cars and perfect bodies. Instead, think about the failed version of yourself 5 years from now. Really picture it in painful detail. See yourself clearly, overweight, out of shape, breathing heavily, walking upstairs, broke, checking your bank account and seeing almost nothing, lonely, scrolling through social media, seeing old friends living the life you wish you had, ignored by people who once believed in you but gave up. Imagine walking into a room and feeling people's judgment. You can see it in their eyes, pity mixed with a bit of smugness. They're thinking, we knew he wouldn't make it. We knew she'd end up like this. Stop dreaming about paradise. Instead, visualize the failed version of yourself 5 years from now. Overweight, broke, lonely, scrolling through social media, watching others live the life you wish you had. This isn't negative thinking. This is fear motivation, and it's incredibly powerful when used correctly. Most motivational content tells you to visualize success, the money, the house, the perfect life. But here's the problem. Success feels too far away, like a fantasy you can brush off. But failure feels real. Failure is close, just one lazy week away, 1 month of bad decisions away, 1 year of giving up away. And that fear, that deep fear of becoming your worst self, will chase you forward when nothing else can. It pushes you when you don't feel like working, drives you when you want to quit, reminds you what comfort costs. Use this fear wisely. Let it wake you up, force you to make hard choices, and give you energy when motivation fails. But don't let it become anxiety that stops you from acting. Use it as fuel, not as a weight. The moment you feel that fear, immediately channel it into action. Go work, go train, go build. Transform the fear into movement. The version of you that fails is always possible. It's waiting for you if you stop working, if you stop trying, if you give up. Keep that image clear in your mind. Let it drive you to do what needs to be done day after day after day. Your future self is either thanking you or cursing you. The choice you make today decides which. 3. Move in silence. You just came up with a brilliant idea. Your heart is racing. You can already see how successful you'll be. The first thing you want to do? Tell someone. Post it online. Share your plans. Get validation. Feel like a winner before you've done anything. Stop. That impulse will destroy your dream before it even starts. When you tell people your plans, something dangerous happens in your brain. The moment you say, I'm going to start a business, or I'm going to lose 30 pounds, or I'm going to write a book, your brain releases dopamine, the same feel-good chemical that gets released when you actually accomplish something. So you get the reward feeling without doing any real work. Your brain thinks you've already succeeded just because you talked about it. You feel satisfied, you feel accomplished, but you haven't done anything yet. This kills your motivation to actually do the thing. Science calls this social reality. When you announce your goals, your brain gets the reward as if you've already achieved it. Then, when it's time for actual work, your drive is gone because your brain already feels satisfied. Successful people understand this trap. They keep quiet, work in silence, and let their results speak later. Claude is AI and can make mistakes. Please double-check responses. Moving in silence has another crucial benefit. It protects you from negativity. The moment you share your dreams, people start sharing their doubts. That's too hard. That won't work. Are you sure you can do that? What if you fail? Maybe you should do something safer. Even if they mean well, their words plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Suddenly, you're not just fighting against the actual difficulty of your goal. You're also fighting against all the negative voices telling you it won't work. When you work in silence, you protect your vision and keep your hunger strong. No one can discourage or doubt you because they don't know what you're doing. Silent work builds internal confidence. You know what you're capable of because you did it alone without anyone watching or caring. Stop seeking approval before you've earned it. Quit the addiction to compliments. It makes you perform for an audience instead of results. Do the work first. Win first. Build something real. Then, if you want, you can talk. Talk less. Do more. Let your results make the noise. 4. Harden your mind. Life is going to hit you hard. And when it does, will you break or will you stand? The answer depends on something most people ignore. Mental toughness. Not the kind you're born with, the kind you build through deliberate practice. Your mind is like your hands. If you never do hard work, they stay soft and weak. Any friction creates blisters. They can't handle pressure or pain. But if you do hard physical work every day, your hands develop calluses, thick protective layers that can handle anything. Rough surfaces don't hurt anymore. Your hands become tough and capable. Your mind works exactly the same way. If you always choose comfort and avoid difficulty, your mind stays soft and weak. The smallest problem feels like a crisis. A little criticism feels like an attack. Minor discomfort feels unbearable. You can't handle pressure. You break easily. This is why some people fall apart when life gets hard, while others stay calm and keep going. The difference isn't talent or luck, it's mental strength built through choosing hard things over time. Most people run from discomfort. Then, when life gets difficult, and it always does, they can't handle it. They never built any strength. Their mind is soft and weak. So stop avoiding things that make you uncomfortable. Stop choosing the easy option every single time. Start seeking out discomfort on purpose. Make it a daily practice to do hard things. Take cold showers when you don't want to. The discomfort trains your mind to do hard things and teaches you that discomfort won't kill you. Go for a run when it's raining and you'd rather stay inside. Your mind makes excuses. Go anyway. Each time you push through, you're training yourself to act despite discomfort. Each time you do something uncomfortable, you're training your mind that discomfort won't hurt you. You're building protection for when life hits you with real problems, and it will. When everyone panics, you'll stay calm. When others quit, you'll keep going. Not because you're special, but because you trained for this. Soft mind, hard life. Hard mind, soft life. Choose your hard. 5. Follow the 3-3-3 rule. You're working 16 hours a day, grinding, hustling, building your dream. But your body is breaking down, your mind is foggy, your spirit feels empty, and one day you collapse. All that work for nothing because you destroyed the machine. This is the trap of winning alone. You push so hard in one direction that everything else falls apart. Life can easily become unbalanced when you're winning alone. There's no one to remind you to take care of yourself or make you think deeply about your life. You might be so busy making money that you never feed your spirit, and you end up successful but empty inside. The 3-3-3 rule prevents this dangerous imbalance. Every single day, you must dedicate 3 hours total to 3 different areas of your life. 1 hour for your body, 1 hour for your mind, and 1 hour for your spirit. 1 hour for your body means real exercise that makes you sweat and pushes your limits. Gym, running, yoga, swimming. It doesn't matter, but you must move intensely every day. Your body is the vehicle that carries you toward your goals. If it breaks down, everything stops. Without a healthy body, you can't work long hours, think clearly, or handle stress. Your body is the foundation. Maintain it daily. 1 hour for your mind means learning, expanding your knowledge and skills. Read books, take courses, watch educational content, learn new skills. Your mind is your most valuable tool. If you're not feeding it daily, it becomes dull. You stop growing. And in a world that changes fast, if you stop growing, you start dying. 1 hour for your spirit means reflection and peace. Most people ignore this, especially ambitious ones who are always doing. But your spirit needs attention, or you'll become empty inside even if you're successful outside. Meditate, write in a journal, sit in nature without your phone. Think deeply about your life and values. Ask yourself, am I becoming who I want to be? What really matters? The beauty of the 3-3-3 rule is that 3 hours isn't overwhelming. It's doable even on your busiest days. And these 3 hours protect you from burning out. They ensure you're building a life that's sustainable, not just temporarily successful. These 3 hours form a tripod, a 3-legged stand that keeps you stable and upright. Remove one leg and the whole structure falls over. Many people focus intensely on 1 or 2 areas and completely ignore the third. They become successful but sick, or healthy but ignorant, or smart but spiritually dead. 6. Love the boredom. Day 1. Exciting. Day 30. Boring. Day 100. You quit. This is the pattern that destroys most dreams. People start with fire in their eyes, then the boredom arrives, and they're gone. They jump to the next exciting thing, then quit that too. Their graveyard is full of abandoned projects. Success isn't glamorous. This is the truth that social media hides from you with its highlight reels and carefully edited photos. 90% of success happens in the dark, doing boring, repetitive tasks no one sees. The same email sent 100 times, the same call leading nowhere, the same workout in an empty gym, the same paragraph rewritten until it's right, the same pitch rejected 50 times. If you only enjoy the exciting 10%, the moments of recognition, the praise, the victories, the breakthroughs, you will quit. Because those moments are rare. They come after months or years of boring, invisible work that nobody acknowledges. Most people can't handle this reality. They start projects full of excitement, but when the boring middle arrives, and it always does, they quit. The work becomes repetitive. Progress feels slow. Nobody cares. So they jump to the next exciting thing. They spend their whole life starting but never finishing. 50 unfinished projects, 0 completed ones. Winners who succeed alone have learned something crucial. They've learned to love the boredom. They've learned to find peace in repetition. They've discovered that the boring work is where the magic actually happens, not in the exciting moments. Think of meditation. You sit doing nothing, just watching your breath. It's incredibly boring. Your mind wants stimulation. But if you sit through the boredom, your mind becomes clear and strong. The boredom isn't the problem. It's the practice. The same happens with boring work. In that daily routine, your skills become sharp, your knowledge becomes deep, your character becomes solid. The boring work shapes you into someone ready for success. So stop chasing excitement or looking for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on your mood. Instead, build discipline, the ability to do boring work with high energy even when you feel nothing. That's the real secret that separates winners from everyone else. The secret to success isn't loving what you do. It's doing what you love, even when you don't love doing it. 7. Compound small wins. You want to change your life, so you set a massive goal. Lose 50 pounds in 3 months. Make $100,000 this year. Completely transform yourself by next month. Then you fail. The goal was too big, too overwhelming, too impossible. So you give up completely and change nothing. This is the all-or-nothing trap, and it's killing your potential. You don't need to become a superhero overnight. You don't need massive, dramatic changes that transform your entire life in 1 week. You just need to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. That's it. 1%. 1% seems like nothing, but small improvements compound like interest in a bank account. They multiply over time in ways that seem almost impossible. If you improve by 1% every single day for a year, you won't be 365% better. You'll be 37 times better. That's the mathematical power of compounding. Small gains added consistently create massive results. Stop trying to make huge changes that you can't maintain. Stop setting massive goals that crush you with their weight. Instead, focus on tiny improvements in everything you do. Change how you make your bed in the morning. Make it perfect with hospital corners, taking pride in this small act. Drink 1 more glass of water than you usually do. Read 5 pages of a good book instead of scrolling social media for 5 minutes. Do 10 push-ups before your shower. Send 1 important email you've been avoiding. Have 1 difficult conversation instead of putting it off another day. These micro changes seem meaningless in the moment. You make your bed and think, so what? This doesn't matter. You do 10 push-ups and think, this is nothing. I'm not getting stronger. But you're wrong. These small actions aren't about the immediate result. They're training your brain to improve. They're building momentum. They're creating an identity of someone who gets better every day, even in small ways. After 1 month, you'll barely notice the difference. After 3 months, you'll see small improvements, more energy, better focus. After 6 months, others will notice and ask, "What are you doing differently?" After 1 year, you won't recognize the person you used to be. You'll have transformed through tiny daily improvements. Winners who succeed alone understand that there is no big break. There's only the accumulation of small wins, day after day after day, until suddenly, almost magically, you've built something incredible. Small daily improvements aren't exciting, but over time, they destroy your old, ordinary self. 8. Use pain as fuel. Something terrible just happened. You're hurt, angry, devastated. You have two choices. Let it destroy you or use it to build something greater than yourself. Most people choose destruction. Winners choose transformation. You know what? Pain, sadness, anger, disappointment. Every negative emotion you feel is actually potential energy waiting to be used. Most people waste this energy completely. They feel sad and lie in bed doing nothing, letting the sadness drain them. They feel angry and complain to friends, spreading the anger around but accomplishing nothing. They feel frustrated and give up, wasting the energy that frustration provides. But energy doesn't disappear. It doesn't vanish into nothing. It just transforms from one form to another. Physics teaches us this fundamental law. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed from one form to another. Smart people who win alone practice alchemy. They take negative emotional energy and transform it into productive action. They turn lead into gold. They take their pain and use it as fuel to power their progress. Someone betrays you? Channel that hurt into building yourself so you never need them again. Someone says you'll fail? Use that anger to work twice as hard and prove them wrong through results, not words. You feel sad? Transform that into creative work. Write, build, create something that outlives your pain. Someone rejects you? Become so good they'll regret losing you. Next time you feel terrible, and you will feel terrible sometimes, everyone does, don't waste it. Don't numb yourself with alcohol or drugs or endless entertainment. Don't try to forget it or pretend it doesn't hurt. Instead, use it. Go to the gym and have the most intense workout of your life. Channel everything you're feeling into physical effort. Let the pain power every rep, every step, every movement. Work on your most important project with focused intensity. Pour all that emotional energy into creating something valuable. Turn your pain into progress. Write about what you're feeling and why it matters. Transform your pain into art, into words that might help someone else going through the same thing. Your pain is temporary. It will fade eventually. But what you build with it can last forever. That's the real alchemy, turning temporary suffering into permanent achievement. Don't waste your pain on feeling sorry for yourself. Use it to become someone worth remembering. 9. Be your own judge. You just worked harder than you've ever worked. Sacrificed, struggled, pushed through when everything in you wanted to quit. But nobody noticed, no likes, no comments, no recognition. And suddenly you question everything. Was it even worth it? This is where most people break. They need external validation to keep going, but external validation is unreliable, slow, and often never comes. The world judges you by money and likes. How much do you earn? How many followers do you have? How many people know your name? How impressive is your job title? How nice is your car or house? These are the world's standards of success, and they're not entirely wrong. Money and recognition often come from creating value. But when you win alone, these external measures often come slowly or not at all, especially in the beginning. If you depend on them for validation, if you need them to feel like you're making progress, you'll quit before you succeed. You need your own scorecard. You need to judge yourself by standards that matter to you, not standards the world forces on you. You need internal measurements of success that you can control. Every night before sleep, ask yourself two simple but powerful questions. Was I a coward today? Or was I brave? And did I give my best effort, or did I hold back? Only you know the real answers. Other people only see the outside. They don't know your internal battles, what it cost you to show up, the doubts you fought through, or that you almost gave up but kept going. Create your own measurement system and be brutally honest with yourself about how you're doing. Did you do what you promised yourself you'd do? Did you stay disciplined when no one was watching? Did you choose growth over comfort? Did you face your fears or run from them? These are the questions that matter. These are the measures of real progress. Be a harsh but fair judge of yourself. Don't lie to yourself about your effort. Don't make excuses for your failures. Don't pretend you worked hard when you know you didn't. Don't blame circumstances when you know you could have done better. But don't beat yourself up for being human. Don't expect perfection. Just look at the facts honestly, learn from them, and do better tomorrow. The best thing about being your own judge is that you can't fool yourself. Deep down, you know the truth. You know when you're really trying and when you're just going through the motions. The only approval you need is the one you give yourself when your head hits the pillow. 10. Create unbreakable rules. It's 6 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You told yourself last night you'd wake up and work, but now, in this moment, your bed is so warm, you're so tired, and you think, maybe just today I'll skip it. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. This is the willpower trap, and it's why most people fail. Willpower is unreliable. It's like the weather. Some days it's strong and you feel like you can do anything. Other days it's weak and you can barely get out of bed. If you depend on willpower alone to win, you'll fail on your weak days. And there will be many weak days. Create unbreakable rules for yourself. Hard rules with real consequences that you actually care about. Not suggestions, not goals, not things you'll try to do. Rules that you follow no matter what. For example, if I don't read 5 pages today, I skip dinner. Or, if I don't exercise, I can't watch any entertainment tonight. Or, if I waste time on social media before noon, I delete all social media apps for a week. These rules sound extreme. That's the point. They need to be extreme to work. When you create a real consequence that hurts, your brain takes it seriously. It's no longer optional. It becomes non-negotiable. Think of Odysseus in the ancient Greek story. He knew he couldn't resist the sirens singing. Nobody could. So he had his crew tie him to the mast before they got close. He removed choice. He made giving impossible. You need to do the same. Create rules before your weak moment arrives. Lock yourself in before your willpower fails. The key is making the consequence something you actually care about. If it's just, "I'll do better tomorrow," your brain doesn't take it seriously. But if breaking the rule means you can't eat dinner or you lose something you value, now it's real. Now you'll do the hard thing to avoid the consequence. Your rules are the bones that hold you up when your willpower becomes too weak to support you. Build a skeleton of unbreakable rules and you won't collapse when winning alone gets hard. Willpower is a feeling. Rules are a system. Always bet on the system. 11. Face the brutal facts. You worked hard today. At least that's what you tell yourself. You were busy for hours. You felt productive. But if someone asked you, "What exactly did you accomplish?" you'd struggle to answer, because deep down, you know the truth. You were busy, but you didn't actually do anything important. Most people live in this comfortable lie. They avoid the truth because the truth hurts. Your emotions are liars. They tell you what you want to hear, not what's true. They protect your ego, make excuses for your failures, and convince you that you're doing better than you actually are. After a lazy day where you accomplished nothing, your emotions say, "You worked hard enough, you're tired, you deserve rest." But the data tells the truth. You only worked 2 focused hours today and spent 3 hours on your phone doing nothing productive. Numbers don't have feelings. They don't care if you're offended or hurt. They don't make excuses. They just show you reality with perfect clarity. And reality is the only thing that matters if you want to improve. Every night, look at your tracker. See the truth written in numbers. See the pattern of your actual behavior, not the story you tell yourself about your behavior. Don't get angry at the data. Don't make excuses for what it shows. Just look, accept, and adjust. Did you promise yourself you'd work on your project every day, but the tracker shows you only worked 3 days this week? That's the fact. Face it. Don't lie and say, "Well, I was thinking about it the other days." Thinking isn't doing. Face the fact that you only worked 3 days and fix it. Did you say you'd save money, but your bank statement shows you're spending more than you earn? That's the fact. Face it. Don't make excuses about unexpected expenses. Look at where your money actually went and fix your behavior. Did you commit to getting healthy, but your tracker shows you haven't exercised in 2 weeks? That's the fact. Face it. Don't say, "I've been too busy." You weren't too busy. You just didn't prioritize it. Face that truth and change it. The brutal facts hurt. They force you to see yourself clearly, including all your failures and weaknesses. Most people can't handle this. They prefer comforting illusions to painful truth. But facing brutal facts also sets you free. Because once you see the truth clearly, you know exactly what needs to change. You stop living in fantasy and start living in reality. And only in reality can you make real progress. You can't fix what you won't face. Track it. Face it. Fix it. 12. Control your self-talk. When you just failed, that voice in your head starts speaking. "See, I told you, you're not good enough. Why do you even try? Just give up." This voice has been programming your failure for years, and unless you silence it, it will destroy every dream you have, Everything you say to yourself is code that programs your reality. Your brain is like a computer. The words you repeat to yourself, especially in difficult moments, are the software running on that computer, and your life is the output that computer produces. If you run victim software, why does this always happen to me? I'm so unlucky. Life is so unfair. You'll get victim results. Your brain finds reasons to give up and sees obstacles as proof you'll fail. But if you run warrior software, this makes me stronger. I can handle this. Obstacles are training. You'll get warrior results. Your brain finds solutions and sees obstacles as opportunities to grow. Most people don't realize they're running terrible software. They've been programming themselves with negative self-talk for years, maybe their whole lives. Then they wonder why their life isn't working, not seeing the connection between their thoughts and their results. Pay attention to what you say to yourself in hard moments. When things go wrong, what's your first thought? When you fail, what do you call yourself? If your self-talk destroys you, change it. Choose empowering words instead of destructive ones. Same situation, different software. The victim says, "I failed. I'm worthless. Nothing ever works for me." The warrior says, "I failed. That means I tried. Now I have information to improve. Next time will be better." See the difference? The facts are exactly the same. You failed at something, but the meaning you attach to those facts changes everything. One interpretation destroys you, the other makes you stronger. Start catching your negative self-talk. When you hear yourself being a victim, stop immediately. Rewrite the code right then. Say something different, something more empowering. It will feel fake at first. You'll think, "I don't believe this. I'm just lying to myself." That's okay. Say it anyway. Keep saying it. Eventually, with enough repetition, it becomes automatic. The new software replaces the old. Over time, you'll reprogram yourself completely. The warrior software will become your default way of thinking. And when your software changes, your entire reality changes with it. Different thoughts lead to different actions. Different actions lead to different results. Different results lead to a different life. Your thoughts are instructions. Make sure you're coding for success, not failure. Winning alone is one of the hardest things you'll ever face. There's no team to catch you when you fall. It's just you facing yourself day after day. And in that quiet fight, you discover who you really are, even when no one's watching. Here's what makes it worth it. When you win alone, you become someone who doesn't need anyone else to succeed. You become truly free. The strength you build goes deeper than any strength you could build with help. Because you know you did it yourself. These 12 secrets aren't shortcuts or tricks. They're hard truths that work when you're alone in the dark, fighting battles no one else can see. Pick one secret that speaks to you most right now and commit to it for 30 days. Really commit. Make it non-negotiable. Track it. Be honest about your progress. Then add another. Build slowly but surely. The path of winning alone feels lonely right now. There are days you'll want to quit or doubt everything, but this won't be forever. One day, this path will lead you to new wins and new people who walk beside you. Thank you for watching. If this message resonates with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's fighting their battle alone. See you in the next video. Stay strong and keep moving forward to win alone.